Hello, ladies and gentlemen. A little webinar you saw us do earlier today. We want to do kind of a condensed version. That's me talking to the audience there, but on our webinar. But we'll do a condensed version of this webinar, and we're going to a couple other things we wanted to kind of get more to the point here, so we can make this a little shorter. So this one's 21 minutes, but we share some good information here. So let's dive right in with essentially the shortened version of this little intro about what our product Gait, guaranteed automated intelligent traffic, does for people. So with that, I will pause this video. I'm going to click escape and then go right to our website. But there it is, iWebProfit.com. We'll go to the home page, and here quickly you can see what it is we do to help small businesses. First thing you need to understand as far as any kind of marketing online is that you've got a few core elements for things that are important. And these days, having a Facebook fan page is a critical element. We specialize in that area a little bit to say don't just have a fan page, have something that actually generates lead conversion. And this is part of what we can include in our product, and we'll make a page like this for you. But you see, this is a special page that we create, and inside of it includes this kind of information. Here's the actual live page and some of the stats and published stuff we do with it. Not so concerned with how many friends or likes it's got. You get likes or fan pages. We just put this page up. But we're more concerned with this particular component because you want to actually get leads out of it. People submit their information, and that can be done. And we've got a quick version of our lead conversion page that we can do for our clients. That's included with what we do. The other big component you got to have then is that website that is actually not necessarily all for informational purposes, which is what you find most websites are. They have tons of information, and they kind of overwhelm people when they land there and they go, I'm not sure what I'm doing. But you need to have that friendly conversion rich website. So I'll refresh this. You can see it even has a built-in component that we found is very effective with some experts in our industry that we've run and tested this with. So in a second, yep, there it is. This pop-up gives you this special offer. These things do great. This is all built into the templated site that we customize for all of our clients that need the website component fixed, because most of them do, and we can include that in what we do for you also. But you can see here, this site is pretty well designed. It's also here as part of what we've got right on the front page. Kind of explain this here, and this is one of our posts, or we practice what we preach a little bit here. But here it is. The site is demonstrated here, and as you scroll down, this is all scroll down the part page. Scroll down once, can scroll down a third time. This is this whole page, and you can see same thing we're talking about. And it's called a one-page landing site. This is the most popular theme on the planet right now, especially for this one-page landing site. And there's tons of all your professional sites have this, but you got your couple special offers here, the components here, and this is what you need. And literally, when you see what our package includes, what we offer, you're not going to beat what you're getting here. These website guys make these sites for $2,000 and $3,000. We do it for pennies on the dollar for that. But the other core thing you need then, obviously, when you have those things going to you, is you need people that know about it. And so we've proven now with another core component for what we do. This is really where this all stemmed from. And I wanted to help you. I've done SEO. I've done pay-per-click. I've had people spend more money in 1 month than a fairly well-off guy would make in a year for their marketing, and all the way down to just 500, 1,000, and really you got to spend $1,500 many times just to get pay-per-click to go. And SEO, by now people understand that just doesn't work hardly at all. And early on it had some merit, but Google's kind of built their stuff up, and that doesn't. You got to go with their paid stuff, and it gets to be expensive. But there's other ways to get traffic, and so a lot of content marketing is out there. And content is king, but you got to know also how to get the best bang for your buck and get your name out in front of millions of people if you can. And we've developed a process to do that that's kind of exclusive, along the lines of some of the other utilities you have out there. But we've developed our own proprietary in-house software package that does this, and it really streamlines everything and can produce some results like you see here. So with that, I'll jump right over into what we do to show somebody the real life history of a real Gait campaign and what we've done and how it works and what you'll see results from here. So a site that we created, you can see here where launched the site October 7th. Actually, you see the first month using only our service for this particular site. We generated, you can see first month 1,700 unique visits, 577 unique, 17,000 page hits. Look how many hits you got here. And this just keeps growing. As you can see, that's the end of 2014 and then into 2015. And at which point we kind of scaled things back and we started to switch over to a new product, one that we really have a good development part of versus using somebody else's product up until this point. That was still better than most of the ones you see out there. And there's lots of social media management tools, but the one we have now is just, there's nothing close to it. And it just does awesome. But you can see then where we developed, and I'm just going to close this. We're pumping away here on our machine. But you can see where we have now got a new website we launched here, and that was in May. Well, we still are getting traffic from stuff we've done, and I'll show you some. You saw that last chart. It actually is more than that. It jumped up again, and we're not even publishing stuff there anymore to get content there. Our new site is rocking here, and you can see some of the results we've done that. This is me, my page. Cool, I've got 5,000 friends. Maxed that out a while ago, and people are waiting in line. God love them, but there's a lot of people that know what I do and some of the community stuff. But I've got 179 pending friend requests, and I'll let those people get in as we have people that drop out, etc. 792. But the most important part here, and this is one segment of what we do, but it's a core segment, and it's a lot of these people that are in groups, and you have to know how to leverage these groups appropriately without getting in trouble. They're definitely out there specifically set up for what we do. You need to know which ones to use for that. You need to play by the rules, and we do all that for you. But in doing so, when you can publish posts systematically, efficiently, and within the correct guidelines, you can get your message out that will drive traffic. Like here, this is what we were doing, and you have to know how to do it. And it's a process, and it can take a lot of time. I see a lot of people do it individually, and they pump out and copy and paste. Well, we've systematized this stuff. I'm a computer nerd. Back to my background with Anheuser-Busch when I managed the email systems there, and we used to pump out 50 million emails in about 3 hours and track, did they get read, deleted, not read, forwarded, as much as we could track on all of that stuff. And my email address was carter@budweiser.com because I was on the team to help do all that stuff. I managed the corporate clustered emails, which are all the big corporate bigwigs accounts for about 6,000 users or so in that ballpark at the time. But that's where my background came from. And I realized when you can do things and you can hit groups here that you can see 5,800, 7,000, 15. That's way better than any fan page. Even if you have 20,000 fans to your page, you're still hitting the same 20,000 people. But our application, here's kind of a screenshot of some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. We can actually publish stuff that goes out over not too long a period of time. This is a couple months, 4,500 posts that go to groups that have 1,200, 14,000 people in them, and that's how you can drive a ton of traffic. We just know how to do it efficiently. You're welcome to try it yourself. You won't be able to find this application that we use, obviously, very easily, but it can do some tremendous things, and here's just some of the most recent campaigns we've got going. But you can see, because we've built a power profile, which we do for our clients, I can post every minute and a half throughout the day. That's 58 because that's 57, 9:57. And to pump out these messages, I'm kind of helping some clients here. We develop your own page, so you're not going to split your time up among helping a bunch of clients. These will all be for your business, for your profile that we will help you, and we will do it all for you, actually, to develop that. But we track the results, too, and you can see here's one client. They actually put this tracking on. I'm very familiar with CallRail, what we use here, but the CallRail stuff allows us to really nail down how many actual calls did you get from a specific campaign, only going to this particular website, and only using our method of marketing to do that. And 97 calls in 45 days. They actually got about 90 calls in 30 days. The first 7 calls came in the first 2 weeks, and that was when we were getting things tuned, but really did really well from there. This is a car dealer, very well known in our area, and you can see in some of the stuff that we were doing for them, we actually had doubled the first month. These stats are a few weeks, a couple months old now, but doubling their traffic from where they were here for direct traffic from where they're at here, 586 to 11, 97% increase, and still a 23% overall to their website with what we did to take over. So that's what you can prove that we got that worked. It's a systematic thing. So the real question is to show us a little more tangible results, and here's some stuff we've done just along those lines, real results. And here they are again, some of these same snapshots, and we track even the clicks where they come through. Here's some more of that data, and like we showed you here, I mean, there are some proven results. It's just a matter now of implementing this, and we got a number of happy clients now. We're going to try to help many hundreds more as we build this and automate and do what we do. But the key to this then is actually making it so then you must understand the timeline of the campaign. And none of this stuff happens overnight. Some people think because it's the internet, you just flip it on and you can make it happen in minutes, but that's not the case. You got to build this up. You got to get into the right target areas and get authorized to use those resources. But here we are, and this is the timeline, and it's proven because we know that it works. We have to build a lot of that for you while you use some of our in-house resources to start it off, and then ultimately here's the actual product and what we're offering. And we'll customize this for you and your campaign for your small business because it's by far the most effective thing, as you can see here. But we're going to help you build your personal profile. We'll have a dedicated lead generating and proven marketing website and fan page that included with that. And then as part of it, depending on which route we go, we'll go over that with you when we meet to talk more. But the traffic to go along with it, and that's where a lot of people they don't know what to do. They can get these things done. They usually look okay. Some web developers are all about making it pretty and tons of content, and that just gets people to where they can't. They get lost on your page. You need to the point, make it happen, and then have some on a more informational site, kind of like the one we're showing here from our own example. But that website we showed you, there it is. I mean, it's got the same stuff. I go to any one of these screens, and this particular pop-up will help, and it converts like crazy. It works. But that's what you need to have in place. And then here it is, get that traffic going to it. And we actually do guarantee that over 180 days, you'll get 30,000 hits, which translates into generally, this is where we estimate, but we track this, about 3,800 visits. You can see we've hit that numbers higher than that, much higher than that. But we know that we can easily hit this. And if we don't, then it's free. We've already done the work to set it all up. If we don't happen to hit the number, then for a couple of months or a month, we might have to do it for you for free. We've already done all the work. We don't want to lose the client, all the work we've done. So we'll give it to you for free if we don't hit the numbers. We know generally we're going to. You have to not hit the numbers when we are allowed to do what we do. So, and then you can see the next package up here, 45,000 and 60, and it goes for as little as $269 a month, $389, $499, and here's the results. And it amounts to what you would pay 42 cents per visit. Look at your pay-per-click, look at your SEO, and ultimately, no matter how you're paying for it, look to see what your cost per visit is, and there's nothing really that touches this. The average click on the low end is around $2 to $3, but we've got many clients that I've done stuff for that you end up with, clicks that are $15, $20, $25, $50 sometimes, depending on the industry. But this is what we do. There's a setup that's included, and it's effective, and we guarantee the work. So again, Carter Rethwish, Gait, iWebProfit. Check us out, and let's get this going and help you guys do the same for your business. Appreciate your time.